Make myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna make some ashwagandha tea, and I like about 1 tablespoon of ashwagandha. Anybody coming for tea? I've got the kettle on, and I've measured out my ashwagandha. And in this big pot right here, I've got my chicken bones boiling on a very low heat for about 2 days. And they've only been on for a couple hours now. I definitely need new glasses. It's going to be really hard to read and monitor things. Hello, got one person watching. And it's Brian and Simon. Be patient with me, my glasses aren't very good. I need new glasses. Hi! How's everybody tonight? My name's Julie, and I'm just sitting in the kitchen here. I'm having a cup of tea, or making a cup of tea. Hi, General. I'm making tea while I sit, and I've got a few things to do in the kitchen. So in this pot here, I've got the bones boiling for soup. And in this pot over here, you can't see, I'm brewing some water for some tea. Howdy, howdy powdy. And then I've got another recipe going over way back in this corner here I'm going to work on later. But right now, I've got the soup on, and I'm going to just have a cup of tea and visit with everybody, and then get to work. And my name is Leanne. That's really unique. And my dad's company is General, Leanne General. And Brian, Jesus, this Jesus you. I'm from Canada, Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. Where's everybody from? Who am I talking to? Where are you from? And what's the temperature where you're at? It's about -6 here in Prince George right now, on average. My name's Julie, General. Jesus loves me. I love you. Is that Jesus you're talking about? Can you say I love you? Nice. Are you Canada girl? I am from India. Oh, Omkar. Yes, I was born in Canada. And I'm 56, so I've been here a while. Omar, and you're from India. Hello, LeBron. we're just having a cup of tea here, and I've got the soup on and a bunch of things going on in the kitchen. Yes, I'm 56 years wise. WSP. What's up? Does that mean what's up? And that's LeBron. Where are you from, LeBron? Where's everybody from? Oh my god, yeah. Oh, so what's up? I remember my teenagers saying that. Sup. They'd always say sup. My age just 17. Oh, just a very young adult. Barely not a teenager. And oh, you're from Italy. Ooh. That's super cool. Do you cook? Do you do Italian recipes? Oh, and you're 16. Yeah, just on the verge between not being a teenager anymore and being an adult. You bet. I'm a little... Okay, bye-bye, Brian. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping in. Bye-bye. I don't understand the emojis, but it looks like an apple. Bye. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but that's the kettle starting to boil. And in this cup here, I've put my powdered ashwagandha. I'm just waiting for that, and I'm going to have a cup of tea. So we had India, Italy, and Italy. Any other places? Omar, are you my money manager, Omar? Now, question, I've got the soup boiling over here in this pot, all the bones, so I'll let that simmer for 2 days. I've got my bay leaves here. How many bay leaves do you think I should put in? 1 or 3, or what's your guess? Anybody help me? I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 bay leaves right here. So I've got 9 bay leaves and a pot of soup, boiling bones, chicken bones. How many bay leaves? I'm thinking of putting in 3, only 2 daily. 2 bay leaves? Did you mean 2 bay leaves? Put in the soup. The bones have been boiling for a couple hours. And I thought I'd wait and ask everybody how many bay leaves I should put in. This Omkar is saying only 2 daily. Is that like 2 bay leaves? Not use more, only use 2 daily. And that's a bay leaves, you mean? Okay, so is it 2? Just one more confirmation. If it's 2, I'm going to drop 2 in. I think you're talking about the bay leaves. Don't consume more than 2 bay leaves daily. You know a little bit about herbs. Hey, Glenn, oh, you can overdo it on bay leaves. So how many bay leaves should I put in my pot of boiling bones here? Chicken bones. I'll wait and see if I can get some more feedback on that. It's not a rush. Oh, and the tea's almost ready, or the water's almost ready. I'll just get my oven mitts. And Omar, he's managing my money and my husband. My goodness. Okay, so only 2 daily. Oh, everybody's gone. So I'll just wait for a bit, see if I can get some more feedback on how many bay leaves I'm going to put in my soup. I was thinking 3. That should be enough. Let's make a cup of tea. Ashwagandha. It's absolutely my favorite tea, ashwagandha. It's just so relaxing, even more than chamomile. I like chamomile a lot too, but ashwagandha, very calming to the mind and just can help you sleep, settle down at night. I always go for the powdered form and then just make tea. I don't do the capsules, I just do the powder. Okay, well, I'll keep that in there. And then what's the next step? Okay, so I've got my tea. Now, I've got my bones in boiling. So my next step right now is I've got to, because of course I separated the meat, what I think I'm going to do right now is start sorting my the chicken into different Ziploc bags so that I can put them in the freezer. And then, I mean, this is about 2 months worth of broth, a pot that size for me. So then I'll freeze it and take it out and make soup whenever I want for the next 2 months. So the next step is, these are on boiling. Now I'm going to separate the chicken and get it ready for freezing so that when I want to do a fresh bowl of soup, I'll have everything just to take out of the freezer. Okay. And it was Carr, he's not here anymore, but he had said 2 bay leaves. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 bay leaves in the boiling pot of bones right here. Okay, this was Carr's recommendation, no more than 2 a day. And I can turn this water off. Okay, so I got my tea and I'm going to get the chicken now and we're going to start dividing that up. This thing here is for another recipe I'm going to do a bit later. And now we got the bay leaves in, so I'm just going to pull the chicken in now. So there's the chicken. There's my cup of tea. I'll put the bay leaves over here. And, okay. Okay. Okay, so I've separated it. And now I'll just sort of put it into little bits of string so that when I do the soup, it's all evenly divided. Okay. All right. If you join me tomorrow night, I'm going to be taking some of the broth from the boiling bones and making a bowl of soup, homemade soup. They won't be quite finished boiling. They'll need another 24 hours after that, but it'll be enough time, 24 hours, that I can make a bowl of soup with it. And the reason I boil for 2 days on a very low simmer is because you really get the nutrients from the bones when you simmer really slowly over up to maximum of 2 days. Okay. Hello, I see one person there. I'm just breaking the meat down into little bits so that when I freeze it, the meat that I've separated from the chicken bones, and then I'll have the broth done. I'll have 2 months worth of separated chicken and broth that I can have homemade soup for a couple months. I always do it in a large batch. Okay, so like even this here, now I'm putting them into the freezer bag. And very loosely in there, so I can just grab a little bit of meat at a time whenever I feel like homemade soup. And then the only thing I put into the chicken bones is the basil or the bay leaf. I don't put any other spices in. And that way when I pull out the chicken broth, every time you make your soup, you can spice it different. You can put different things in. It can be different every time. And so that's why I don't do any spicing on this part. And another reason for that is because there's nutrition in the spices and heat can destroy the nutrition. So what I tend to do is just put my spices in when I'm about to eat them, and then I'm not putting them through the process where the heat will destroy the nutrients. Because I'm healing with Kohkom, so everything to me is about controlling inflammation and just putting the proper nutrients in your body. Well, that's one aspect. Another is in exercise and sleep, and everything I do is just about finding ways to heal and operate at your optimum. And it always boils down to nutrition, exercise, sleep, and making sure that you connect with positive energies. Because what you associate with, you become. And it's very contagious. So I look for very positive. What's the word? I can't think of the word. Forgetful. Experiences to engage with. Oh, I missed a bone. We'll put that in there in the boiling bones. Okay. I got 2 people watching. Where are you from? My name's Julie. My channel is Healing with Kohkom. Everything I do is about how to be as healthy as I possibly can be. I'm from Canada, Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. What countries are you from? Okay. All right, that's going to be really nice. I can pull it out and make soup for the next 2 months. Oh, that's right. Well, I guess I'm going to mix chicken and with my cinnamon stick, my ashwagandha tea, my favorite tea. Oh, yeah. It's just so soothing to the brain, ashwagandha. Okay. Where's your... Okay. All right. It's going to take a little bit to get through this pile, but I always do that. I buy about 4 chickens. I never make a small pot of soup. I always, it's like go big. And then you do all your work in one day, and when you want a pot of homemade soup, everything's separated up in the freezer, the meat and the broth. Oh, hello from Russia. We are full of positive energy despite of your government efforts. Oh, and that, I'm sorry, my eyes aren't very good. Nordmeffy. I guess I missed you. Nobody's there right now. I missed you when you made your comment. Well, that's good. Yes, I feel the positive energy from the people. It's very nice, very healing. Thank you for sharing. You're from Russia. It's a big country. Hello, I see someone's watching. I'm from Canada. My name's Julie. I'm a healer. And so I'm either working on nutritional food, exercise, just different ways of healing, keeping yourself. I'm older. I'm in my 50s with a few health challenges. So it really makes a difference to when you eat properly, get exercise, proper sleep, and associate with positive energies. Okay, I think I'll call that enough for this bag. So I'll just show you. I've got it there. I'm going to flatten it out. I'll put it over here and I'll flatten it out, and then it'll go in the freezer. I'll show you the stack when I'm done. Okay, just a minute there. It'll go like that. You can't see right now, but oh, here's the other bag. Ready? Okay. Yes, it's huge, but it seems that not everyone likes it. Well, you mean people don't like Russia? Yeah, well, well, my friend Urshad said this to me, and I really respect him. Many people do. He's like a son to me. And he said 80% of people, very good intentions, very good energy. And then, maybe 20% of lost souls. I think that really stands for anywhere in the world, whether it's Russia or Canada or EA or China or Cuba. It doesn't, I think it's, I really, when he said that, I was like, yeah, that's about, I feel the same way, that majority of people, their heart's in the right place. Nobody's perfect, make mistakes. but there's sort of like about a 20% of lost. I don't know if you'd call it lost souls, but just misguided maybe. So you have to watch for that. I was quite naive when I was younger, but now I realize that energy is really a real thing, and if you don't deliberately choose the energies, or even sometimes like block and have appropriate boundaries, you can pay a price. So I'm very protective of my energy now, and what I associate with. I think Russia gets really cold winters too. Oh, I think you've gone. But I think, yeah, Russia is like Canada, like gets really cold winters. Whenever I see pictures, a lot of times people have like big hats and bundled up. So I sort of get the feeling that Russia's like Canada. Okay, I'm gonna put this one here. Okay. Well, the meat pile is definitely coming down. And just again, for any newcomers, I never make a small pot of soup. So I've separated the bones from the chicken, and bones have been on simmering for a couple hours. And I'm taking the meat now that I separated from the chicken bones, carcass, and separating them into Ziploc bags to freeze. And then that way, over the next 2 months, I can pull out a little bit of chicken, a little bit of homemade broth, and make a pot of homemade soup whenever I want. Another thing I was mentioning earlier is I put a couple bay leaves in there, but I don't spice it on this part of boiling the bones. I'm more focused on abstracting the nutrients from the bones, and so I simmer. I simmer for about 2 days on a very low. We're not really used to this kind of attitude, but it's amazing how easily the West has been labeled as barbarians and is trying to dehumanize us. But we have given a lot to this world. Yes, all countries. And then we got like certain people in power, right? So there's that it puts they have authority, and so not everybody necessarily agrees with it. Maybe some of it, but yeah, I like what my friend said, Urshad. He's like a son to me. He said, well, 80% of people, no matter where you're from, have a good heart and are trying their best. Yeah, and about 20% are little going somewhere that sort of isn't comfortable for me. There are many warm places. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess so. Because like in Canada, the north of Canada is colder, but we have warm summers. But then if you go down to like the lower mainland, like Vancouver and the Kootenays, the Okanagan, yeah, it's really hot there, a lot hotter than it is here. And Moscow winter is too warm. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for teaching me that. This is part of why I really love talking to people all over the world. You learn so much. So Moscow winter is too warm. Do you get snow in Moscow? Are you in Moscow? I'll Google that later. I'll go because I always go to Google Maps. I'm learning lots about the world right now, being online. And I use Google Maps a lot. So if I meet somebody online and then they tell me where they're from, I go, if I don't know where it is, then I go to Google Maps, learn something new. So with Russia and Moscow, I'll Google that. Is it probably southern Russia? I should probably know this, but I don't. But I soon will because you're teaching me this. Yeah, we're in the northern part, so we get more snow. I don't mind the winters. I like winter, but my favorite is summer and fall. I love because I mushroom pick, so and it's just so beautiful in the fall because all the leaves are turning all their different colors and it's exciting to me, all the fungus that comes out, fun all around. So just walking through the forest is just exciting in the fall or late summer, late July, August into the fall, September, October, and a little bit November. I'll look that up later. The Moscow winters are too warm. I will look into that. Okay, I'd say I'm about halfway through this pile. I'll put a little bit more in this bag. And then, I need another sip of my ashwagandha tea. If you haven't tried ashwagandha and you want something relaxing, it's a little bit chalky, but I like it. And I just really love the calming effect it has, even more so than chamomile. I'm about halfway through that pile. So I'll probably get one or two more bags. I'll give you a tour of the kitchen later once I get through this part. I've got protein balls that I make. I got them brewing in the background. Okay. Yes, the snow has melted. Snow's melted already. Much of our snow is melted in the north. So even the creek, I go to McMillan Creek all the time. When I go there a month ago, it was pretty much frozen over, and now, yeah, the water's really starting to run. which is nice because we didn't have a lot of that last year. Everything was dry. The rivers were really low. The rivers are much higher this year, so that's a good thing. So you do get snow in Moscow, but you get an early spring, or at least you're having an early... Tickles my throat, that tea. Pardon me. Okay, I'll put that in there. I'll give everybody a tour of the kitchen in there in a bit. But I got a tickle in my throat. Just a reaction to that ashwagandha. Okay. All right. I'm almost... Oh, yeah, this should be good on this bag. So there's the second bag. So there's the second bag. I'll set that over here, and we'll start working on the third one. Okay. Okay, and so just for anybody new coming, my name's Julie. I'm healing with Kohkom. Everything I do is about healing. So nutrition, exercise, connecting with positive energies. But my birthplace is on the north of Russia, on the shore of the White Sea. Oh, that sounds beautiful. On the shore of the White Sea. That's lovely. Did you grow up near the White Sea? On the shore of the White Sea? Or did you move when you were young to Moscow? Okay, we're getting there. And my name's Julie, healing with Kohkom. Everything I do is about healing. Controlling inflammation. I'm in my 50s, and I do struggle a little bit with my health. So, everything on my YouTube channel is about managing health to get the optimum results. So today I separated a chicken, and I've got the bones boiling over here on the stove for over 2 hours now. And before freezing the chicken, I like to separate it so when I pull it out of the freezer, I can just take little amounts. In Moscow, I studied at university. Oh, cool. I went to college. What did you study in university? What's your specialty? I was a long-term carried. And then before I had a brain injury, and I also had cancer. Before that, I was a long-term carried. And then after that, I became a truck driver. I drove bus, highway trucks, general freight, dangerous goods. So I still have my class 1, and because I can drive, I can't do long distances, but I'd eventually like to get a van and put a logo on the side, Healing with Kohkom, and then I can drive farther to study plants and different nature trails. That's one of my goals. And so I can carry up to 25 people on a bus. So if I had a bus and wanted to do a tour with people, I can carry up to 25 people. Well, more than that, because I can drive for Greyhound. So yeah, that was what about, was it, how many people were on the Greyhound bus? What was it? 40 people? 50? Yeah, so what, I mean, I can fill a bus up full of people. But the bus, when I buy a vehicle down the road, I want a van. I wouldn't go for the bus. I would go for maybe a carry up to about 12 people. So if I do a tour, I wouldn't just manage a small amount of people. I also drove school bus, so I was always good at managing the bus with people. I had good relationships. Really enjoyed the people when I drove bus. That was pretty fun. Greyhound was a lot different than school bus. School bus was like the same route every day. You go around and around on the same route where you pick the kids up, and then when you go home, when you pick them up to go home, you just go the opposite direction. And then with Greyhound, I just drove all over British Columbia, taking people to their destinations. So I can still drive, but just post the brain injury, I have challenges multitasking. So I just have to pick things, just go real slow. Okay, that's sort of rubbery. I'll put that there. We're almost through. So that's one of my goals, is to expand Healing with Kohkom, is to have a van. We could do things like, gold panning and fishing. Gotta have goals. Oops, not there. Okay, look at that. We just got this much. We're definitely almost done. Are you driving? No, I'm not. No, I'm on disability. I have a brain injury, and then I ended up with cancer, which affected my memory. So I have to really take things really slow and at my own pace. But I maintain my driver's license because I can drive. Maybe one day with my YouTube channel, I can do small tours. So I'll have a van. I could maybe carry up to like 12 people. I wouldn't go real big. Just a van, and just kind of a dream. I'm not driving bus anymore. No, after bus, I was driving truck. So I drove a garbage truck, and then I drove 6-axle truck and trailer for a short period of time before the brain injury. And then that was general freight and dangerous goods. And again, that was traveling all through the province. That was an interesting job. I have a lot of respect for truck drivers after doing that. Living in the truck, in the canopy, and just always on the road. My hat is off to truck drivers. That was hard. That was hard. I was better at driving bus, talking with the people. But truck drivers, you just have to go and go and go and go and go. And you stop and you sleep, and then you go and you go and you go. Yeah, that was hard. So hats off to truck drivers. Now I can really appreciate what they do, because I've done it for a short period of time. So hats off. So maybe in 3 years or so, as I build my YouTube channel, I'll get a vehicle and do some tours. Teach people about natural medicine and just different things about where I live. So part of it's like the natural medicine, but also like I live in Prince George, and so just studying the area, like all the different creeks and rivers and what kind of fish is it, what kind of fish are in these rivers, what kind of life is in the rivers or in the forests, and what kind of plants. So you're learning about the world around you, like the land around you, and then sharing that with the younger generation so that we don't lose that exciting ability to understand plants and animals. And when you go somewhere, like what kind of fish are in this lake compared to the other lake? Are you driving? No, it's driving bus. So yeah, it's exciting, and I'm proud of my town, Prince George, where I live, and even, you know, just the area. I just think British Columbia is so beautiful. And my YouTube channel, if I can teach a little bit, even for tourists coming in, if they watch my YouTube channel and learn about, you know, what the fishing's like around here and what the plants are like around here. So that's exciting to me. Okay, that's kind of rubbery. We'll put that in there, and there's a chicken drumstick. Oh, hey, look at this. I think we got it. We're down. I'm an atheist, but I'll go to the Russian Orthodox Church and light a candle. Oh, thank you. And thank you. And thank you for sharing that you're an atheist. My channel is about creating space for everybody. Everybody finds their own space, and it's safe to be who you are, and your heart's in the right place. Oh, that would be wonderful if you lit a candle. I'll light a candle for you tonight, too. I have beeswax candles. Those are the only kind I use. Yes, I'm pagan myself, and so but I have friends from all different religions, some people that are atheists, agnostic, just all the different perspectives, and this is what part of healing is all about, is being able to be authentically yourself. So it was really great that you shared that. Okay, you know what? I wonder, okay, so that's about it. I'm going to put these fixings, let's see. I'll be right back, just a minute. I'm going to put, and, okay. All right, so I'm just going to take these little bit of drippings here, and we'll put them into the soup. I'll give everybody a little tour of the kitchen here in a minute. Put that down there. I'm going to wash my hands before I touch the phone. I'll be right back. I'm just washing my hands to get all the greasy chicken off. There. Okay, there. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'll just give you a little. So here is the soup, and just some spices that I can put in for the next month, and we'll just come around here. So what I'm going to do here, I think I might have to put this down. I think I need 2 hands to do this, but I've just got my bags of chicken here, and I'm going to flatten them out, suck all the air out of them, And then, boy, that's kind of annoying how I'm moving the phone around. Let me put that right there and see if that works. Hang on. I'll put this there so it doesn't tip. Yeah, okay, that'll be good enough. Okay. So now I've shredded all the chicken, and I'm going to just now. So I'm going to bring this way. And now, where did I put that straw? I had a straw here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I will take a seat here. Now what I do is I zip this up all the way along. And now I'll put this straw in here. Try not to inhale any chicken and just suck all the air out of it. Okay, now that can go in the freezer, this one. And then we're gonna flatten out the second bag. I got 3 bags all together. So enough I can make homemade soup for 2 months straight. And like I was saying earlier, I don't put any spices in the boiling bones because then every time I take the broth out of the freezer, I can spice it up different. It can, every bowl of soup, homemade soup, will be different over the next 2 months. There. Okay, and now one more. Oh, there's Urshad. Good morning, Mom. Okay, I just got a message from Urshad. Maybe what I'll do is, okay, so if anybody, that's my son, my adopted son from Pakistan. And of course, I'm evening and he's morning. So we work really hard to sort of get our time together so we can do a live together. So it looks like he's up and moving. And he's messaged me. So in a few minutes here, I'm gonna close out this live and then head over, and my son Urshad, my adopted son, and I will do a live together. There. So that will last nicely without getting freezer burnt. Okay, all right, I'm gonna, now with Urshad, I think what I'm gonna do for the live with Urshad, he'll be cooking something. I think he's making a sandwich today. And so, and I'm gonna be making protein balls. And I've got them started. They're over here on a counter over here. And so it's, yeah, this is my pantry. And then this is peanut butter and raspberries, and I'll be adding protein powder to that. So I think I'll do that with my adopted son, Urshad. Okay, I'm gonna close out. And if you're scrolling, I'm guessing within the next half hour, I will be live with my son, Urshad, and he's gonna be cooking, and I will be doing some cooking as well. Thank you, everybody who dropped in to say hi at Healing with Kohkom. This was great. Love the energy. Okay, now, right. So I press this X here to. Okay. Bye bye. Okay.